A woman invents something that will save millions of lives, and the entire automobile industry tells her it's too distracting and refuses to use it. Stay with me to discover how one brilliant invention was ignored for decades and how the inventor never made a single penny from it. It's 1902, and Mary Anderson is visiting New York City from her home in Alabama. She's riding a streetcar on a freezing winter day, watching the driver struggle. Every few minutes, he has to stop the car, climb out into the sleet, and manually wipe the windshield with his bare hands. Then he climbs back in, drives a few more blocks, and does it all over again. Mary watches this happen again and again, and she thinks, this is ridiculous. There has to be a better way. Here's the thing about Mary Anderson. She's not an engineer, she's not a mechanic. She's a real estate developer and viticulturist, someone who grows grapes, but she has common sense, and she can see an obvious problem that nobody else is bothering to solve. So Mary goes home to Birmingham, Alabama, and gets to work. She designs a device with a lever inside the car that controls a rubber blade on the outside of the vehicle. The driver can pull the lever, and the blade swings across the windshield, clearing away rain, snow, and sleet. No stopping, no climbing out, no frozen fingers. It's simple. It's brilliant. It's precisely what every vehicle in America needs. On November 10, 1903, Mary Anderson received U.S. patent number 743801 for her window cleaning device for electric cars and other vehicles. She's so proud. She solved a real problem. Now she needs to sell her invention to automobile manufacturers and make her fortune. Except there's one small problem. The automobile industry thinks her idea is entirely useless. They tell her the device is distracting. They say drivers will be too busy operating the wiper to pay attention to the road. They claim it's unnecessary because, in their expert opinion, rain isn't really that big of a problem. One company representative actually writes back saying her invention has no practical value. No practical value for windshield wipers in a world where drivers are literally stopping every few minutes to wipe their windshields by hand. Mary has tried for years to sell her patent. Nobody wants it. In 1920, her 17-year patent expires. She never makes a single dollar from her invention. And then, just a few years later, everything changes. By the 1920s, cars were everywhere. They're faster, they're more common, and suddenly, driving in bad weather is actually dangerous. People are dying because they can't see through their windshields, and someone remembers Mary Anderson's useless invention. In 1922, Cadillac became the first car manufacturer to install windshield wipers as standard equipment. Within a few years, every car in America will have them. They're not optional, they're essential. They're required by law. However, remember that Mary's patent expired in 1920. She gets nothing, not a penny, not recognition, not even a thank you. The automobile industry, which once deemed her invention distracting and impractical, is now generating millions of dollars from it. Think about that the next time you'll turn on your wipers without even thinking about it. A woman solved a problem that was killing people. She did it with no formal engineering training. She did it when most women couldn't even vote, and the men who ran the automobile industry were too arrogant to listen. Mary Anderson died in 1953 at the age of 87. She lived long enough to see her invention on every single car in the world. She lived long enough to know that her impractical device had saved countless lives. But she never received financial compensation. She never got the recognition she deserved during her lifetime. In 2011, 58 years after her death, Mary Anderson was finally inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. Better late than never, I suppose. But it doesn't change the fact that one of the most crucial safety devices ever invented was dismissed as a distraction by men who thought they knew better. Today, advanced wiper systems are in every vehicle on Earth. They have multiple speeds, They have rain sensors, some even heat themselves to prevent ice buildup. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it all started because one woman on a streetcar in New York City thought, there has to be a better way. So here's to Mary Anderson, the woman who was too practical for her own time, the inventor who was told she was distracting when she was actually life-saving, the person who never made a fortune from changing the world. Every single time it rains and you flip on your wipers without thinking, remember her. Remember that sometimes the best ideas come from people the experts refuse to take seriously. And remember that being right doesn't always mean being rewarded. Mary Anderson saved millions of lives and never made a penny. What other brilliant inventions do you think were ignored before they became essential? Drop your thoughts below. If you love discovering the forgotten inventors who changed everything, you've got to join the History Sparks community. Hit subscribe because every day we're shining a light on the people history almost forgot. The dreamers, the problem solvers, and the ones who were right when everyone else was wrong. See you tomorrow for another spark from history.